Don't forget, like I told you, turn him to the other way, so make believe he's a right hand, so he doesn't hit you with that uppercut. Give me some water. Come on, you can't let up now. You gotta close hard. Come on. Fight him, but with intelligence. And finish him off with the left hand.
CompuBox numbers over the course of the past 3 rounds show Salido landing 77 punches to 38 for Guerrero. In other words, Salido doubling Guerrero's connect total over the 3-round period, 5, 6, and 7.
Which means that Guerrero is moving in, but not effective. He's moving in, pushing the fight, but not landing blows, clean blows at least.
Aha, aggression, but not effective aggression.
Ineffective aggression.
Smoke it low, let him go, let him go, let him go. There you go.
These guys are small featherweights, and they're fighting slower than the heavyweights that fought earlier. Extremely slow pace for little small men.
In case you missed it on the undercard, 2 unbeaten heavyweights from Southern California, Cristobal Arreola fought against Damian Wills. It was a spirited fight, won by Arreola on a 6th-round TKO. Hard right hand by Salido. Guerrero momentarily in trouble. Now he tries to come back with a left over the top.
But he's smothering Salido before Salido can continue to keep his punches together.
In terms of clean punches landed, though, it's another effective round for Orlando Salido.
Let him go, Robert, let him go. Go, Robert. Punching it out.
In close quarters, the shorter armed, quicker handed fighter is winning the fight.
There you go.
That's Salido.
And he's hammering Guerrero across the top with right hands. 3 or 4 really good ones in this round.
Guerrero's legs seem to be terrible tonight. I don't understand what it is, but his legs seem to be slow and all out of balance.
I think he needs about a dozen garlic cloves to drive Salido off.
Earlier, our Larry Merchant went to Floyd Mayweather's dressing room to talk with the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Floyd, Baldomir could walk into the ring tonight as a light heavyweight. What does that mean to you?
It really don't mean nothing to me. I've been here before. I know what it takes. I done fought guys that's been a lot bigger in fights. Most fights and guys have been bigger than me. It's just that you know, I train all around the board. You know, I prepare myself for the best always.
You haven't had a real rough house kind of hard fight. Do you think he's going to try to get you into something like that?
Well, no, I'm just gonna go out there and execute my game plan. My game plan is to go out there and be smart, dictate the pace from the beginning. Listen to my corner, go out there and be the same old Floyd Mayweather.
Beautiful night on the Strip as we look northward from the south end where we are in the Mandalay Bay Events Center. Round 9 of a scheduled 12-round fight between Robert Guerrero, Gilroy, California in the red trunks, Orlando Salido of Ciudad Obregón, Mexico in the black with gold trim. And Salido has been winning the fight for the past several rounds. As you can see from Harold Letterman's scorecard, a good working margin. In the 8th round, power shots counted by CompuBox, Salido landed 31 out of 92. High totals in both categories for the fight. Guerrero 13 out of 59. Robert Guerrero simply hasn't found much that works since the first 2 rounds of the fight.
In that interview, Jim, I said Baltimore could come in as a light heavyweight. Actually, he came in as a super middleweight. Although in the old days, before the super middleweight division, 162 would actually be a light heavyweight.
And of course, the fight takes place in the welterweight division. In case you are only a casual fan of boxing, that means welterweight, junior middleweight, middleweight, super middleweight, 3 divisions removed from where the fight was made. That's where Carlos Baldemir's weight classifies him tonight. That's just something that Mayweather's going to have to deal with, and I'm sure that it will do nothing to dampen his confidence going in.
But you know what? Speed can neutralize all of those things. Guys much faster. Otherwise, you could just win the fights by coming in who weighs the most. But speed can neutralize all of that.
When Eric Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera came into the ring for their 3rd fight, Morales, seemingly in shape, outweighed Barrera by 11 pounds. Roy Jones sat with us and said that's the end of the fight. Morales is going to win. Barrera beat Morales to the punch all night long and won their 3rd fight. So the weight differential does not necessarily determine what's going to happen.
If you have 2 guys like the way these guys are fighting, it can make a big difference. And when you have a sharp precision fighter like Floyd Mayweather, he can neutralize that by just his gift of speed and precision punching.
Yeah, we've seen a few fighters that came in very heavy and it made them sluggish looking. But still, all other things being near equal, it's an advantage.
You'd like to be the bigger guy in most instances.
Stop!
But that night, if Barrera knew he was that much smaller, he used it against Morales by beating him to the punch. Here we're in the 9th of a scheduled 12, and nothing much seems to have changed. Guerrero back into his brawling mode, pulling forward, trying to land body shots.
Just pushing forward as if he has no legs at all or balance. The only way he can keep his balance is just by pushing.
As though he's diving on top of Salido.
Yes, he's diving and pushing and mauling, that's it. I don't even like his boxing shoes, I'll be honest with you. They look like they're more designed for basketball. They don't seem to be fitting comfortable. They seem to be heavy. And it seems to be maybe having some effect on his movement on his feet also.
Well, there's no doubt that Salido has better footwork and better balance.
That's all.
Unquestionably. Floyd Mayweather will be fighting without his normal trainer, his uncle Roger, tonight. Roger Mayweather was suspended by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for his activities in the 10th round melee that afflicted the fight between Mayweather and Zab Judah earlier this year. So he wouldn't have been in the corner anyway. But then in September, he was convicted on a battery charge and is serving a 6-month sentence in the Clark County Detention Center. So the man behind Mayweather in that picture, Leonard Ellerby, will be the chief trainer tonight. Mayweather says that's fine. I'm totally comfortable with Leonard. I've known him 20 years.
Well, listen, he has 2 rounds of experience in championship boxing. The last 2 rounds of the Mayweather Judah fight.
The last 2 rounds that Floyd fought.
10.
My memory is he won both rounds. Ellerby was a physical trainer himself years ago. Has worked over the years with Hassan Rahman as a chief second in Rahman's corner. Has worked as a second in Mayweather's corner. He's no stranger to being a voice in the corner. Harold Letterman, how do you have this fight going to the 10th?
You know, Jim, when you get a world champion, it's a tall, thin guy. Normally, he keeps the other guy on the other end of his shots, gives himself some punching room, and takes advantage of the height. Robert Guerrero hasn't done that once the entire fight. I mean, it just keeps moving in, and Salido keeps hammering him. 8 rounds to 1. 89, 82, Orlando Salido.
Harold, he tried it in an earlier round, and he was worse off than he has been in close quarters.
More and more, it looks as though we're going to be hearing that this was an off night for Robert Guerrero. Maybe Orlando Salido is a lot better than those 9 losses on his record might indicate. Coincidentally, Carlos Baldomir, fighting against Floyd Mayweather in the main event, has 9 losses on his record. Don't let them fool you.
Yes, that was early in his career. I don't think Salido's looking that exception. I think that Guerrero just looking terrible tonight. He looks sluggish and comes in, he's pushing forward to keep from falling down himself seemingly. But Salido's not looking that super.
Well, he'll feel super when this fight is over.
If he wins it, he comes out of it with a title belt, and he'll tell himself he's the best featherweight in the world.
Stop. I'll tell you again. Stop that.
Guerrero got in a sneak left hand over the top. Not a lot of impact, though. Salido was going backward at the time. Salido with a popped little uppercut in there. Got Guerrero's attention, and now he hammers Guerrero to the body with a 3-punch combination. Good right hand.
Because all Guerrero doing is just jumping in, falling in.
And as you say, he appears to have very little balance tonight, Emmanuel.
Yes.
No hand speed. Earlier on, he was committed in the fight. Now more and more, he appears to be losing confidence as well.
His legs is almost like Eric Morales in the latter part of his last fight with Manigan Pacquiao. Same thing, the legs like they're gone for whatever reason.
This will be a setback for Goosen Tudor Promotions, promoter Dan Goosen. If Guerrero goes down, he's a star that they've been counting on to continue his rise.
You need a knockout.
A little disappointment for me because I'm a big fan of Guerrero.
Go for it. This is what I
I'm a
need
little
from you to
disappointed
do.
at his performance
When you're
tonight.
jabbing, you got to really set down, push off that back foot, and throw a power jab right in his chest. Stand him up and hit him with something real hard to the body, man. I don't care if it's a left hand or a right hand to the body. Pick him up, man. And another. Well, got more than no.
Here you see Guerrero coming in forward, losing his balance, not expecting anything back. Beautiful right hand right on the chin by Salido. Just moving forward, just pushing forward, instead of stepping and keeping his balance.